students. Today I'm going to discuss with biology session. हम circulatory system पढ़ेंगे. In my previous videos I have explained you about digestive system. Now today हम circulatory system discuss करेंगे. Right? Now what is circulation? Circulation means throughout it is circulating any substance. Now circulatory system, it is the system inside the body which is circulating something. How it is, क्या circulate कर रहा है वो हम पढ़ेंगे. In digestion, what we have studied that villi is carrying the soluble products from the food and transporting it into the blood. There I have explained this. Villi, which is richly supplied with blood, and all the soluble products is transporting to the blood. Now, what is circulatory system? It is the circulating. It is circulating what? The soluble food, oxygen, waste material, or any toxic substance, carbon dioxide throughout the body. Then it is known as circulatory system, which is circulating all these. Right? Now, how it is circulating? कैसे हो रहा है? The very important, already you have studied from previous classes that the blood is there to circulate all this. So today in 10th section, we will discuss about what are the associated organs which is there in the circulatory system. Ready students? Shall I start? Yes. Now come. Now first associated organ or the system which is the blood, which is the most important part. What is blood? Blood, it is a fluid. It is a connective tissue. Last year you have studied about the tissue chapter that blood is a connective tissue. Why it is called connective? Because it is connecting throughout the body. Clear? Now what are the components of blood? Now components of blood, the first is plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. Otherwise also so many components are there, but in your syllabus these 4 components are there. Right? Now first, what is plasma? What is plasma? Plasma, it is a tissue fluid which is light yellowish in color. Plasma, what it does, it transports all these soluble food, oxygen, carbon dioxide to different parts of the body. Via plasma is taking all these, carrying to distribute all. Next is component red blood cell, RBC. It is also known as erythrocyte. Erythrocyte or red blood cell, why it is red in color? Because of the presence of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, it is a protein which is with iron pigment. Question 1 mark. Name the metal which is present in the blood. So, iron. Right? So, when iron combines with protein, it forms a complex substance which is present in hemoglobin. And what is the role of RBC? It carries oxygen throughout the blood and carbon dioxide. When it is carrying oxygen, it is reddish in color. When it is carrying carbon dioxide, red color will disappear because iron is giving that red color. Clear? Next is WBC. It is known as leukocyte. Leukocyte, which is not much in your syllabus. Only this much ये मैं कह रही हूँ आपको कि it helps in defense mechanism. Defense mechanism of the body. अगर आपके body में कोई foreign particle या foreign bodies, what is the foreign bodies? That means maybe bacteria or fungus or any other some unwanted substances present in the blood, then WBC will trap it. That is, it will engulf that. Phagocytosis. they आपने amoeba में पढ़ा होगा. It is the engulfing of the prey. तो इस तरीके से वो उसको engulf कर लेगा white blood cell and kills it. It is known as leukocyte. And the last component, which is the platelets. What is platelet? It helps in clotting of blood. If there is any cut or leak is there, the blood will release. These platelets will collect there and forms the clot over there. So that आपका जो extra blood है, that should not release out from the blood. Now there is one question in your NCERT. What happens if there is a leakage in your blood vessel? What happens? First thing, the pressure will decrease, and second, the platelets will collect there for the clotting of blood. If platelets are not there, then the clotting will not take place and your body fluid, that is blood, will release out throughout. And this is the disease is also there. Those who do not have platelets in their body. Clear? Next come, second is blood vessels. Another associated organ, that is blood vessels. Blood vessels, that means through which the blood transports, जिसके अंदर से blood transport होगा. There are two types of vessels are there, arteries and veins. Artery, very important part. First thing आपको ये सोच लेना है, what is artery? It will carry blood from heart to different parts of the body. This is the major thing. Artery जो भी आपकी बॉडी में है ना, वो हार्ट से ब्लड को डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी में लेकर जाएगा. एंड वेन्स विच कैरीज ब्लड फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी इनटू द हार्ट. Clear? So when you are keeping this in mind, then arteries are thick walled because the blood is transporting from heart to different parts of the body with pressure. That is why they are thick walled. Question again. 2 marks question in your board. Why the arteries have thick walled? What is the answer? Because arteries carry blood from heart to different parts of the body and with pressure. That is why arteries are thick walled, veins are thin walls, and they need not to carry blood. They are bringing blood from different organs to the heart. So no pressure is required in this. Clear? Another point. Artery carries oxygenated blood, that is oxygen, except in heart. When I'll explain you right now, so I'll tell you about why arteries are carrying deoxygen. But that is exception only in heart, right? Otherwise, arteries are always carrying oxygenated blood and veins are carrying deoxygenated blood. Clear? Now third, heart. It helps in pumping of the blood by contraction and relaxation. Next, another associated organ is heart. Now heart, I'll discuss right now. Just let me finish with this. Now heart, it is to pumping the blood by contracting and relaxing the cardiac tissue. Clear? Next is lymph, which is again very, very lymphatic system, lymphatic vessels. What is lymph? It is not much there in your syllabus. जितना है मैं उतना आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ. Okay? Now, because this is another type of circulatory system. Now, what is lymph? It is the extracellular fluid or tissue fluid. Extracellular or tissue fluid means, suppose this is the cell. This is the cell and there is space in between, the intracellular space, जहाँ पर आपके capillaries या veins नहीं reach कर सकते, वहाँ पे क्या होगा, ये lymph आपका वहाँ पे जाएगा. How lymph is formed? See, now this is the blood vessel, this is the artery. Suppose they have pores on their wall, छोटे छोटे से छेद होते हैं, उनके अंदर से प्लाज्मा, प्रोटीन, फैट्स और डाइजेस्टिव फूड ये आपके रिलीज होंगे इस कैपिलरी से और वो जा करके इन स्पेसेस को देंगे जहां पे इनकी रिक्वायरमेंट है, जहां पे आपका कैपिलरी रीच ही नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है? Very fine capillaries will also not reach here. These are the fine tubules of arteries and veins. There these lymph will carry all these, and though it is colorless because RBC is not there, RBC absent, so color of the lymph, again 1 mark question, what is the color of the lymph? That is light yellow or colorless, right? So how lymph is formed? Lymph is formed by collecting plasma, protein, digested food, fats through. How it happens? This lymph is formed and through the pores of these vessels it releases into the intercellular space. This is called intracellular. That is why it is called extracellular or tissue fluid. Question 2 marks. Why lymph is called tissue fluid? 2 mark question. You will note this down and write it. Ready? Now next last, that is capillaries. Capillaries are the fine tubes. That means artery and vein आपके और भी fine tubes में होंगे to reach the very interior part of the tissues. That means arteries and veins. Arteries are carrying pure blood and or oxygenated blood, and veins, venules, those are known as venules. These are carrying deoxygenated blood. Right, student? The associated organs, that is blood, blood vessels, heart, lymph and capillary. Lymphatic system is there. It is another blood circulation system, but not in your syllabus. Only this much is there. What is lymph, how it is formed, and what is the color. Right? Now I am going to start with heart. Now this is the structure of heart which is there in your book. Clear? Seems to be very tough, but ये ज़्यादा tough नहीं है अगर आप बहुत ध्यान से सुनोगे. Clear? मैं शुरू करूँ? Okay. Now this is the human heart made up of 4 chambers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are 4 chambers. Human heart, first point, human heart is made up of cardiac tissue and when the human heart is relaxed. Clear? कार्डियक टिश्यू से बना होता है. प्रोसेस जब शुरू होगा दैट मीन्स व्हेन द ह्यूमन हार्ट इज रिलैक्स्ड पोजीशन. रिलैक्स्ड में वन रिलैक्सेशन वन कॉन्ट्रैक्शन मेक्स द फ्लो वो हम अभी पढ़ेंगे. व्हेन द फर्स्ट पॉइंट ह्यूमन हार्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ कार्डियक टिश्यू. व्हेन heart is relaxed, the deoxygenated blood, see, point starts from here and this is right atrium, this is right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Now this is a very very important point. अगर आप अपना देखोगे इस तरीके से तो आपका ये right आएगा और ये left आएगा. And this mistake has been done by one of my student in pre-board. Thank God in pre-board, not in board. Otherwise, what he did, उसने ये काट के left कर लिया और उधर उसने right कर लिया. स्टूडेंट जब भी हार्ट पढ़ेंगे आप अपना हार्ट समझोगे like this. This is your right and this is your left. कहीं भी गलती नहीं होगी. क्लियर? सो अपना हार्ट समझ के इसको पढ़ोगे तो जब मैं राइट बोलूंगी यू विल थिंक अबाउट योर राइट साइड एंड व्हेन आई से लेफ्ट साइड यू विल थिंक अबाउट योर लेफ्ट. देन एब्सोल्युटली परफेक्ट. नाउ हियर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम राइट हैंड. स्टूडेंट्स योर राइट हैंड. नाउ दिस इज द पॉइंट स्टार इज देयर दैट मींस स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर. आई एम स्टार्टिंग दिस पॉइंट. क्लियर? नाउ ह्यूमन हार्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ कार्डियक टिश्यू, 4 chambered heart, and when heart is relaxed, the deoxygenated blood, that means carbon dioxide लेके आ रहे हैं blue color. See, these are all blue color and this is red color. That means I'm showing, actually it is not blue, it is just blackish and bluish, but it is exact blue नहीं सोचोगे आप. ठीक है? Deoxygenated blood means carbon dioxide को लेकर के आ रहा है. Now the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body enters into the right atrium from upper and lower vena cava. Lower part से जब लेकर आएगा vena cava, upper part से जब लेकर आएगा, this is lower and upper vena cava. Clear? Again I am repeating, human heart is 4 chambered made up of cardiac tissue. When the heart is relaxed, the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body enters into the right atrium along with the oxygenated blood from lungs enters into the left atrium through pulmonary vein. From, into, through. बस आपको ये 3 चीज याद रखना है. From कहां से आ रहा है, किसके अंदर आ रहा है, किसके थ्रू आ रहा है. Okay, second point I am repeating, the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body enters into the right atrium through upper and lower vena cava along with the oxygenated blood from lungs enters into the left atrium through pulmonary vein. I told you just now कि artery and vein is carrying impure blood or deoxygenated an artery, but in heart, see, artery is carrying deoxygenated and pulmonary vein is carrying oxygenated. This is the exception about the heart. आपके बोर्ड में एक बार आ गया था. What is the exception about arteries and veins in heart? That means the pulmonary vein is carrying only the in body only the pulmonary vein which is carrying oxygenated blood and artery, pulmonary artery. Clear? Which is carrying, this is pulmonary artery which is carrying deoxygenated blood. Now, blood enters inside the left and right atrium. There are valves present. There are valves present which allows the blood to go into but prevents the backflow. इस तरीके से आपका flap light. अब आपका ऊपर जैसे प्रेशर आया ये अपने आप से खुल जाएगा. जैसे ही ब्लड चला गया it will close itself. अपने आप. We need not to do anything. There are valves present between the atrium and ventricle. Between the atrium and ventricle, when due to pressure, the deoxygenated blood will enter inside the right ventricle and the valve get closed. And the oxygenated blood from left atrium enters into the left ventricle and the valves get closed. Clear? Blood will not go back or reverse order. There is a partition called septum which prevents the intermixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Students, बीच में एक partition होगा जिसको septum बोला जाता है. Septum here, जो कि इन दोनों को mix होने नहीं देगा. And also maintains the temperature of the heart. Clear? But reptiles and frog, fishes, they have two-chambered heart. That means they can tolerate the intermixing of blood. But humans and all higher organisms can't tolerate these. That is why there is septum present in between. Next point, due to pressure, the blood from atrium enters to ventricle, from left atrium to left ventricle, and the valves get closed. Now the heart contracts. Relaxation, contracts. Due to contraction, the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle rushes to the lungs through pulmonary artery. See, deoxygenated blood through artery. This is exception. To the lungs. And oxygenated blood will rush to different parts of the body through a large vessel called aorta. Right? Since the circulation takes place twice. How? First it entering and then circulating. Here the red blood cell entering and circulating. Since the circulation takes place twice, known as double circulation. Done? Clear? I am repeating again. Listen to me very carefully, students. Shall I start once again? First point. Human heart is four-chambered, made up of cardiac tissue. When the heart is relaxed, the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body enters into the right atrium, along with the oxygenated blood from lungs enters into the left atrium. There are valves present, third point, there are valves present which allows the blood to go into the chambers but prevents the backflow or in reverse order. Due to pressure, the deoxygenated blood from right atrium enters into the right ventricle, and left atrium, the oxygenated blood from left atrium enters into the left ventricle. There is a partition called septum which prevents the intermixing of blood and maintains the temperature of the heart. Now, when the blood is here, the heart contracts. Due to the contraction, the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle rushes to the lungs through pulmonary artery. And the oxygenated blood from left ventricle rushes to different parts of the body through a large vessel called aorta. Since the circulation takes place twice, it is known as double circulation. Clear, students? This is how, and you can jot down all this in your notes or those components and all, so that it will be easier for you to learn during exams. Right? Done? Okay. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, student. Thank you.